The Flail has just been revealed as the next weapon and it scales from strength and focus, but in this video I quickly want to take a look at some of the abilities that has been leaked or shown, so let's dive right into the first ability. The first ability is Arcane Smite. You basically leap forward and strike the ground with arcane force, dealing 130% weapon damage to all targets within 2.7 meters of impact, leaving behind a hazardous area at impact point that inflict a stack of impairment for 6 seconds to all targets that enter. What is impairment? Well, impairment deals 10% arcane weapon damage per second and inflicts weaken, reducing their base damage by 10%, and this can stack up to 3 times. This ability also comes with grit, so basically a gap closer with some damage, pretty good. So you will be able to gap close. Hopefully it's like leaping strike maybe, where you can catch up to your enemies and just weaken them. Let's move on to the next ability. The next ability is Arcane Vortex. Swole the flail above the player's head, dealing 4 rapid hits of 85% weapon damage within a 3-meter radius around the player. After the first spin is completed, trigger a blast of energy granting 10% in power for 5 seconds to all allies inside the radius, and this ability also has grit, so you can empower your allies with this. The next one is Arcane Rapture. Drag the head of the flail against the ground, causing an eruption of arcane energy in front of the player, dealing 125% weapon damage and inflict 2 stacks of impairment for 6 seconds to all targets. Automatically follow up with an additional melee attack that deals 160% weapon damage. Impairment of course deals that arcane damage and it inflicts weaken, and it can only stack up to 3 times. So it's just a quick ability, I guess, that you just do damage twice. The 1-2 punch, I guess. So we'll have to see. I can see that it also slows maybe. So maybe just a quick ability that you can do that gives you a 1-2 punch. Probably not too exciting, but let's move on to the next one. Next ability is Bar Raids. Sprint forward up to 10 meters upon reactivating the ability, pressing basic attack or reaching the end of the sprint. Leap forward to an additional 6 meters and slam the ground, dealing 30% weapon damage to targets in range of the flail during the leap and 80% weapon damage upon landing, staggering a target on impact. I think this is probably more like leaping strike. So far we've got 2 gap closers with the flail, it seems, and I also think it's going to have a pull, but basically pretty good. The target collision is disabled while sprinting, so you can go through targets while sprinting with this as well. Hopefully this counts for PvP as well. Maybe it's like a relentless rush, but who knows. But it does seem like a gap closer as well, just like leaping strike, but this one staggers. Maybe more like shield rush, so maybe you can pair them up. Well, switch weapons with both having a shield, so pretty good. I'm pretty excited for the flail, but let's take a look at 2 more abilities that we can look forward to. Next ability is Trip, where I only have 1 ability left, but this one is Trip. Swing the flail forward, latching onto a target, dealing 50% weapon damage and knocking them to the ground. So this is basically like a wrecking ball, I guess, where you can just knock them down and do a little bit of damage. There's a lot of skills going into it as well, just below it, but we'll have to wait and see since I don't have public access to this yet, but a nice video. I'll put all sources in the description as well. But yeah, Trip seems like a knockdown, just a good CC ability so that you can knock people down and then execute some damage on them. And let's go to the last ability. Last ability is Warding Bludgeon. I'm not quite sure how to say that, but maybe I'm correct. Perform a spinning leap, but another leap. Perform a spinning leap, then swing the flail down to strike targets, dealing 100% weapon damage. While leaping, trigger a burst of energy, granting a reinforced fortify to self and all allies within 3 meters of the player. Increase armor by 50% for 8 seconds until 3 hits are taken. So 50% more armor if you activate this. And then this ability also has grit, pretty good, like grit prevents being staggered, of course. So this is basically buff a fortify before you go in. Maybe you're gonna rush into OPR to take the zone. You can pop this. You can take 3 big hits with 50% more armor, so pretty good. Overall, I think the Flail is like pretty good. I'm definitely gonna try this out. Can't wait to play it with sword and shield. Pretty excited. Hopefully you're excited as well. Let me know if you're going to play this with any build. But yeah, just a quick update on the skills. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then you can go follow me on Twitch or you can subscribe here and I'll see you next time.